said, like conspiracy stuff, like it's very much proven that like social media is made to like influence us to buy things. Like the
Facts.
main point of social media and the reason why it is so addicting today is because we are consumers, right? Like we use it, it's free, which is awesome, but it like because it's free, we're the ones being sold. Like that's what people will say. Cause
Mm.
it's like we literally the whole point of social media is to keep us on and hooked for as long as possible. So for me as someone who works in that space, I find it even harder to like kind of get off of it sometimes because there's times when I literally will get on like, oh, I'm working, but like I end up hooked for hours and then I'm stuck. And then that makes me also question like, okay, well, what am I doing with my content, right? Like as a creator, what am I doing in that space?
Yeah,
Am I just
you
being
walk a
am I just
very
pushing forward that mission for corporations? You know what I mean? So it's like I have to ask myself that like really often.
definitely, yeah. Talk more about that because again, you walk a very different line than I do. Again, I'm entering
Mhm.
the content creation field, and I think I could tell you what helps me out, right? It's helped me that I started making social media work for me, right? As opposed to me, as
Yeah.
opposed to the other way around, right? Because I used to just post whatever and see whatever is going on with such and stuff like that. I had to get out of that space. And it just made me
Mhm.
hate social media more, right? So I had to get out of that. Let me tell you what helped me, right? Besides cleaning up my timeline, because a cool thing I've heard is that your algorithm is a reflection of who you are, right? You know what I mean? So who you follow, what pops up on your YouTube feed, that's a direct correlation of who you follow and who you're aligning yourself with, like you said earlier, right? So
Yeah.
I had to unfollow a whole bunch of people. I had to stop I had to stop following the entertainment Twitter. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
started. If you go on my content, right, my Twitter right now, it's a bunch of financial advisors, just stuff like that, right, on Twitter. But yeah, I had to clean up my algorithm. I had to clean up my timeline because that's a reflection of me.